So this chapter 4, a little different from the others. There's no dungeon in this one, no fighting in this one.
Whereas in the last chapter, there were 3 dungeons.
Yeah, then the last one was the longest chapter in the entire game.
Oh, it's a little fish island.
Yep, it's totally not a little precursor to what's gonna happen.
Hi, my name is Bait.
Yep, you met a guy sailing from all the way from Sea Island to find a boy like you. We sent him to the police. So here's the thing that gets me. They're kind of obviously referencing your uncle, who's out to look for you. You both began at the same starting point. Why the fuck would he row away from, like, where you're coming from in an attempt to find you? Your uncle's not that smart.
No.
I'm a fisherman. Welcome to Tuna Cola. Which sounds like the worst food to ever eat.
Yeah, that's better than, or worse than New Coke.
I think they have much better food over at Sushi Cola. Nope, I take that back. Their rice is brown for the wrong reason. And in both, I think these could say the exact same thing. Oh no, very similar. My daddy's a fisherman. I want to be like my daddy.
Yeah, they almost have a hive mind.
I'm a fisherman. I've missed a buy. Well, that's good for you, buddy. Keep on keeping on.
Well, you're a pretty shitty fisherman then.
Yeah, really. So, not really much else to do on this island. Let's just go right, see what happens. What a nice, festive, watery day. And then that happened.
Oh, wow.
So, there is no combat, but there is this giant maze that we have to get out of. And we're joined by our buddy
is that our
Babu.
uncle? Nah, that's Babu.
So that was, remember he was like trying to hide something for a little while. He apparently saw our uncle get kidnapped by aliens, which kind of leads me to wonder, why the fuck didn't anyone else on the island see it? It was like a parking lot away. And all of a sudden we're a marine biologist. Let's find a way out of this fish with bad taste. Does that mean the fish has bad taste? Which is kind of like an insult on ourselves, really, if you think about it. Because it ate us? Or are we trying to find a way out by using like, are we gonna gaudy it up to death? Are we gonna start telling, like, really shitty jokes and hope that we get out? I don't know if you thought this through, Babu.
Come on, let's split up, Ganglia.
So, he lost his lighter. Because he doesn't have pockets, because he's wearing a loincloth.
So they just straight up ripped this from Pinocchio.
Pretty much. So, the maze itself is made even harder by the fact that literally you cannot tell where you're going until you, actually go into the next area. And there are also all roadblocks in the form of gigantic fish bones trying to stop us from finding our human-sized lighter.
This guy must have a real Jones for some cigars.
Yeah, tell me about it. So there are fish bones.
Official novelty gas station sized lighter.
So there are literally fish bones all over the place. So
So the solution is obviously to go away from what you want to get to.
Yeah, pretty much. There are a couple of nice submerge points that'll take us to where we need to go. Because there are a lot of places that we could kind of like get off, like here, but without the submarine, we can't get back. There are also a lot of like trick paths that'll just take you back to the beginning.
Of course.
Yeah, they're kind of...
I'm guessing that there's no combat, but there's probably some instant death spots.
No, actually. Unless you're in combat, there's no way to die. Like right here, this submerge point, if I take this, it'll take me all the way back to the starting point.
Uh-huh.
I hope you like this music, by the way. We're going to be hearing it for the next 5 minutes or so.
It's not so bad. Certainly could do worse.
That's true. Hi, Morning Song, how's it going? Oh, that's another one, or if I took that point, it would take me all the way back to the beginning. There's a nice little... Normally, like I said, these, you know, underpass are marked with a little bit of water to kind of show, hey, look, here's a spot you can do this. Not that one for whatever reason.
I'm not seeing it.
No, it's not. It's not there.
Oh.
Sometimes it's there. Sometimes it's not.
Sometimes, but sometimes not.
They kind of just forgot in some places where to put the marker to show you where to and not to go. But it's okay, because we got our gigantic, like, inhuman-sized lighter. Like, it looks like the size of, like, a novelty pencil that you'd win at a fair. Like, a lighter that big. But now the nice thing about these passes, if I take one...
You can just go straight there, yeah.
Yep. Not a fun thing to, you know, realize when you're literally right there.
So there's really only one submerge point you have to use.
Pretty much. And now we're gonna set the raft on fire. And now we're gonna blaze the 420 dank beams. Brr. Brr.
Yes, friends, let us blaze the marijuana.
Praise the sun.
420.
420 Avenue. I was there the other day. Alright, so now, this part, if you were like me and rented the game, this part was the worst. Because he'll tell you the last words. Evil aliens from a distant planet. Tell Mike to dip my letter in water. Do you understand? I didn't at the time. Because I didn't know that Dr. J sent me a letter with the map of Sea Island a few weeks ago. Because I rented this game from Blockbuster. And I didn't get the fucking letter. Yeah,
That kind of reminds me, when you went to the video store and for copyright reasons, they couldn't reproduce the manual. So they couldn't have, like, copies in case something got lost. So they had to, like, print out the little stickers or something to put on the case that, like, little tips that half the time weren't correct.
Huh. I never saw that one. I did definitely see the, I did definitely see, like, people would actually write in the instruction manual, like, their own tips and codes. Sometimes those were wrong.
Right,
So-
but, like, most of the time, if something got rented out, it usually didn't come with the instruction book back.
Hmm.
So, because I think some kind of copyright thing where they weren't legally allowed to reproduce the entire instruction book, they had to either, like, make their own little pamphlet or put a little sticker on the back of the case with just, like, really basic kind of information.
Mm-hmm. So that little bit right there, where you have to put the 747...